Hello everybody, welcome back to the Game Hut. Okay, so last month, May 2023, I played this game here called Layers of Fear. 6-part series, completed the game, good fun, and at the end of the game, I realized that there's more to it, and I didn't know that previously playing this game. But there's more to it. So it continues on. After the game finishes, it unlocks another feature, and it's titled Finish It. As you can see on the main screen here, Finish It. I don't know too much about it, haven't Googled it or researched it much, but I think it's the main character that I played in the previous game, and maybe he continues on in some way to actually finish his painting. Bit of a spoiler alert there, I don't know. But yeah, and then there's another additional, and I can't remember if I purchased this as a DLC or not, but it's called Inheritance. So there's also another story mode called Inheritance, and I think you play as the daughter, the main character's daughter. Again, I don't really know too much about it. But anyway, for today, for this month, I'm going to go ahead with the Finish It story mode, complete that one, and then move on to Inheritance after that. So let's get a go and finish it. Now, I don't know, I might presume that most of you have watched my previous 6-part series of the game, Layers of Fear. I guess you would call it the vanilla version of the game. Okay, so I'm not with this replayed game here. I read just a little bit of the review, a review I think, or a commentary somewhere, and it's basically like the same kind of walkthrough as the first vanilla version there that we played last month, but some extras. So I'm not going to spend as much time in this game poking around, looking around, really exploring as I did in the vanilla version, because I think it's going to be more or less kind of the same. I'm just going to go through it. I'm just going to get on through it and see what the new story elements are, or any added features, anything added as far as story narrative. Yeah, so this is the painting room that we're all familiar with, for those that watched my previous gaming channel there, the vanilla version. Get it right this time. Okay. Remember seeing that. It's like it's starting me off somewhere in the middle of the previous game. And I'm just doing a little bit of a walk test here. So my character's hobbling, so that tells me that it's still the main character of the original vanilla game. The gentleman with the wooden peg leg. Oh, I'm so excited to play this. Oh, the story continues. Oh my. Love this game. I was so happy when I saw that ending piece, like, whoa, there's still more to the game? That's crazy. Unlockable features. Never knew that. Didn't know that at all. Well, I've been waiting to play this again. So, it seems like nothing else is wrong. I just gotta go back from whence I came. Oh, yeah. It's the old trademark, things always changing around on me. The house always changes the layout, just to screw with, the player mind. Going in circles, yeah. So I've experienced and seen this already when I played the vanilla version. Yes, turn that on here. Okay. Pan this camera around. Oh, that's, wow. Alright. Oh, number 8. Oh, we have some numbers here. 8, 5, 4. 8, 5, 4. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've done this before. 8, 5, 4. Just like the vanilla game. seems it's making me do it again. Do it all over. The past holds back a closer
The
look.
thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
Disappearing, reappearing door. Just like the vanilla. This is the same. Yeah, the rocking chair with that's moving all by itself. It really is jumping me kind of into the early middle of the original game. Same stuff. Oh, yep. I know, that's happened before. I knew it. Drop down. Oh, yeah. Where's the F button? Isn't that... There's a flashlight. So when I played this game for the first time, vanilla, I didn't realize... Oh, yeah, I remember that. I didn't realize that there's actually a flashlight option in the game. And, let me see here. What was that again? Controls. Flashlight. I'm looking for. Yeah, there's post reset to default. Controller mapping. Come on, where is it? There it is. Oh, that's for, yeah, never mind. Keyboard I meant to do. F, right? It's weird. I thought I just did that. F button. It is not working for me. It doesn't even work for me anyway. Apparently, if you press the F key, flashlight is supposed to come out. And unless you're supposed to find a flashlight somewhere, I wasn't able to find a flashlight anywhere in the previous game. I didn't even know there was a flashlight originally. But it doesn't seem to work. I'm pressing the F key, nothing's happening. So I guess we'll be playing this game, the second walkthrough, once again without a flashlight. We're just going to have to bear with the dark times, the dark areas of the house, of the mansion. Okay, back upstairs. Yeah, this is all very repetitive. We've all seen this before. So I'm wondering if the finish it out on is actually just an avenue towards, whoa, an alternate ending. Paint deep lies. Well, that was, I do not remember that though. I don't remember that.
Now, a tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
I'm not that round. Okay. Yeah, that's new. That I don't remember in the first walkthrough. Painting slamming on the wall like that with, you know, that particularly put piece of paper on there in narrative. Yeah, okay, all the rats running into the fire. Yeah, they're crazy. We've seen that before. Yes. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, man. Forgot about that, actually. That was a jump scare, and it worked on me again. Although it was much closer to whatever the heck that was. It's just a bunch of books that were illuminated. And they're in the shape of, like, what looks like a humanoid. Finish it. So, like, trying to finish the painting properly?
Hello. It's about time for us to talk, don't you think? I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly. Not until now.
This crying woman, I think it's his wife. It's like the ghost of his wife. It might be the daughter, but I always presumed it was probably his wife. Because an accident, like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the my original 6-part video here of this game. So spoiler alert! But the wife had an accident, and basically her face got, badly mutilated. And I guess that put her into a deep depression. And it had, this fellow, our main character, the husband, had a hard time with it all too, because of course he has to deal with her, and he's not. From my understanding, he wasn't too happy or impressed about the accident, and he's trying to do what he can to rewind the tape and try to give her face back. And it seemed to me he had two avenues of trying to get her face back. One, he was trying surgeries and trying to get doctors and all sorts of things going on. And he was very rude and stubborn all the while dealing with his people. And they didn't particularly want to help him out or work for him or deal with his wife because he's very rude. He's under stress, I understand. He's also depressed in his own way. He's a stubborn fellow. Nothing was working. Nothing seemed to be working for his wife. So then he started doing some pretty weird stuff, like experimenting with painting, because he's a painter. He started painting her over and over and over again. That's another spoiler alert coming up. In the end of the vanilla game here, he just continuously painting pictures of her. We figured out, and he was trying to captivate her original beauty. Oh yeah, we're gonna see this again. Things are moving around in the kitchen. Yeah, he just couldn't get her right, and somehow the painting ended up malforming, all those paintings malforming, and she'd go back to ugly again, ugly as in maimed and sort of deranged looking face. And there seemed to be some kind of demonic presence behind the paintings, always trying to revert back to her accident, disfigured face. Yeah, we got this one. Someone on the... Oh! Again, it got me. I've seen all this before and it still gets me. Oh my. Oh god, we just opened the door in the dark. I never did that last time. What I'd like to do is get a light switch on here again. Yeah, there's someone behind that door banging around. Pew! Oh. Okay. I don't remember that being there. No, I do remember that being
First,
there.
I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hand steady.
Okay, we're just gonna have to go to that door in the dark, I guess. Or was it again? It's hard to find. Can I just walk through it? It's really hard to see. Ah. Oh my god, it's so hard to see in here. F, F, F. My F button doesn't work. Oh. Oh, right. I remember. It's really hard to see in here, but there's actually basically just a brick wall here, so I can't even get through. Oh, this is open now. Yeah, you know, the more I playing this game again, the second walkthrough, you kind of some things sort of make sense because that piece of skin that he carved out. Now I kind of know why he was doing that. The first walkthrough of the game, I don't know why that happened, why he did that. He's testing, trying out everything to help his wife out. I think he carved a piece of his own flesh off and hoping to remap it to her face with the surgeon's help. You know, pretty crazy stuff. But he's desperate, right? Now it's kind of making sense. Yeah. Shapeless dreams. Okay. Okay. Two flamingos. It should be two flamingos. Two ugly looking bloody flamingos that show up here. Yep. Exactly. Alright. That, this opens up again. Yeah, see? This is very, very identical, pretty much, so far to the vanilla version walkthrough. It just shaves off like the first few chapters of the game. It kind of puts you in the middle of things a little bit more. And there was one thing that was different. That picture that slammed against the wall. I don't remember that. Really, I'm just kind of looking for anything different. Anything at all different through the second walkthrough that they try to put you through in the game. Someone there. I don't know who that was, but some specter. Yep. And there's definitely a sense of, you know, some historical thinking here. Because when I experience things again the second time, yeah, like I said, it's kind of like I understand it better now. Because I played through the first time around. Kind of understand why certain things are the way they are. It kind of fleshes out the story a little bit better, actually. It's pretty cool. It might be worth a second playthrough, actually. I mean, for those who really enjoy this game, such as myself, a second playthrough might actually be worth it, even if not a lot changes. There's not a lot of new narratives. But yeah, once again, that's really what I'm hunting for. More story, something extra that might come about at some point. Yep, the key. I'll let you all read this. I've already read this before in the my first video segments. Yeah. This fella, he's under a lot of stress. Well, I don't blame him, a lot to deal with. Yeah. Beautiful music. Always.
Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Oh, don't make me beg. Yeah, the painting starts to... She played piano, his wife. I should present another spoiler alert here. Something I want to mention. It's the previous walkthrough of this game. We sort of learnt that the main character here, this gentleman, at least it was a theory of mine, that he might have been a ghost, like walking around this mansion. You know, he's actually like something like a ghost. He's maybe not, like he died some time ago, or he died and this house is just his memory he's kind of walking through. So it's like a memory home, and he's going over and over and over in his mind, you know, about a sort of traumatic area of his life regarding, you know, his wife and his career and you know, his daughter perhaps, and he just replays it over and over again in different ways, kind of like he's caught or locked in some kind of purgatory sort of. I don't know if I want to call it hell, but certainly sort of, you know, an uncomfortable area of life to keep reliving over and over again. And he expresses that through his paintings. So he kind of expresses that purgatory through his paintings, painting over and over and over again. And I got the impression that he keeps doing this. He keeps walking through these memories repetitively, from start to finish, from start to finish, from start to finish. It's like it never ends. So I was thinking, he's a ghost. Maybe he's a ghost. But then I kept thinking after I played the vanilla version walkthrough but I saw, you know, I saw his reflection in the mirrors, though. You can't be a ghost if you can see your own reflection, right? So then it started to dawn on me, you know, maybe my ending conclusion theory at the end of that, you know, previous segment video, maybe it's not quite right, you know. There was one thing I had read in this game walkthrough in the house. There was a note, and it was from a doctor, and it was sort of describing something about my character here, this gentleman, that he's got some mental issues, you know, PTSD, anxiety, some things like that. But also one of them that came about was, you know, the possibility that he might be schizophrenic. And then there was like a tally of lists. I don't know where I saw that paper. Maybe I'll come across it again. There's like a doctor's note, and there's a checklist of all the items that, you know, kind of contribute towards schizophrenia. And I can't remember how many items there were. There might have been 7, but I think he checked off on like 4 or 5 of them out of 7. So it kind of sort of like maybe gave us that hint that our main character here might actually be sort of schizophrenic, or at least borderline schizophrenic. And that could be why he's actually experiencing all this. He might not be a ghost. He might actually be a poor old man living within his own headspace, and he just keeps going over and over and over these memories, and he can't let it go. You know, schizophrenic PTSD, right? It's a real thing. And that means that this horror game would be a little more focused on mental health and mental illness, rather ghost ghoulies, right? Of course, there's something like a ghoulie ghost in this game. You know, another spoiler alert, but his wife and maybe his daughter, certainly the wife, she's basically haunting him in this house. Like, you know, and we've seen her sort of attack him on a few occasions, and she's looking rather ghoulie-like, right? So there is some, you know, format of ghosty ghost in this game, but I'm starting to feel like, you know, the developers actually wanted to make this game a little bit more about mental illness, which I think is so cool, because you don't see a lot of games like that, you know, that sort of give us a glimpse of certain mental illnesses, such as schizophrenia and what goes on through their minds. Oh, shoes. Okay. Now, yeah, things kind of just disappear sometimes when you look at it. When you look at certain items, they just kind of fade out. Yeah. Let's keep going here. So in my original vanilla walkthrough, I pretty much look at every single thing, every nook and cranny I'm looking at, you know. This game, though, I'm skipping a lot of stuff. We're just kind of making a beeline through it. Okay, so this is the magic mirror. Basically, you walk through it, and it puts you into, you know, a sort of reflection version of an alternate reality of this room here. We walk through, boom. Woo. And we look backwards and it's all like deteriorating on the other side. Strange. And yeah, the writing here you can actually read properly. On the other side it was backwards writing. I couldn't make heads or tails of it really. And it's kind of cool because like when you walk into this room versus the original room that we just came from, the atmosphere changes audibly in the headsets. It kind of something a bit different about the sound. It feels more muffled. It gives you this impression that you just like walked through a backwards reality of some sort, and you continue to play the game in this reality. We never go back through any magic mirror. Yeah, and I noticed that after I walk through the magic mirror, that's when the game starts to truly get strange. Very weird things happen to this fellow. It's almost as if, it's trying to say that, this person who struggles with mental illness, schizophrenia, once he walks through that point of his mind, the magic mirror, it's kind of like there's no way back. Once you walk through, you're in for a ride. Things just get worse. The mentality, the mind, you just kind of go down the rabbit hole. So yeah, there's some significance to that magic mirror. I think that was so cool how they put that in there. Locked. Okay. I can actually run in this game, but it's not much faster. The sprint is not that much faster. Oh yeah, this is cool. Then we look backwards. Boom! Everything changes. I remember that. It was so cool. I loved it. Oh! Wow, yeah. Hello, Mr. Ratty Rat. Scooted underneath the door. Aye. Sidestep you. Oh! I should have said that I saw that coming, but I actually forgot about that. The flying fan. It's like something in his house. Probably his wife is trying to like hurt me. And I got this impression that his wife, even though he was trying to help her, change her back to the beautiful, herself again, she had a grudge against him still. And a long-standing one. Like, I don't think he was the greatest husband. There are certain instances in the game, the original walkthrough, where she sort of felt a bit neglected. He was always so busy. So I feel like she has a bit of a secret animosity against him. That door just creaked open. It wasn't open before. Ooh. Oh, got some smashing glass from who knows where. Yeah, so I feel like his wife doesn't really like him, and she's her ghost, or maybe the memory of her ghost, in his own mind. He's like subconsciously knows she doesn't like him. She has a vendetta against him, and maybe he feels that she wants to hurt him. And if it's the real her in ghost form, she really does want to hurt him, right? Maybe she really does want to injure him or hurt him or in some way. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember this. Creepy. It made my hair stand up on my arms. Just trying the doorknob. That just freaks me right out. Knocking. Oh. Oh. See, already my hairs are starting to stand up at the back of my neck. Someone's out there. Heard someone step on the glass. That was me. Okay, someone was out there. I don't know who it was. Yeah, I remember the first walkthrough playing this, and it just gave me the heebie-jeebies in a good way. It was done very well. Truly freaked me out. Yeah, it's so cool because, like, oh, look at this. Wow.
This house is absolutely amazing. Oh, but those stairs. With that leg of mine, I think you'll have to carry me to the bedroom once we move in.
Yeah, like I say, playing through it again, the second walkthrough, you kind of think a little bit more about the story in the game and details. So my main character apparently has a prosthetic leg. We saw this in doctor's notes, in the original walkthrough of this game. And he hobbles, bop, 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 everywhere he goes. And then I was just locked in that room there, and someone was pounding on the door. Originally, I thought it was probably his wife, his scary, ghouly, ghosty wife or something, messing around with him. But as whoever it was walking away, you heard like something hitting the floorboards, right? It almost sounded like a prosthetic leg, like the way my guy walks. See that? Here, listen. Kind of like that, but louder. But now it just dawned on me, like, this cane, someone walking with a cane, it would make it a lot more audible, right? Who would be using a cane? Probably this guy. Probably our main character. So it's getting stranger for me as I play the second walkthrough, right? I'm in this room, someone's out there, sounding an awful lot like me, my main character. So now I'm kind of like wondering, is it him? Is he himself haunting his own self? Is he walking around out there? Or the thought of himself walking around out there? Strange. And I also noticed this, see this paint on the floor? See, before I walked in that room, this picture was normal, some guy. Now it's manipulated, and it's like something came out of the painting. It had paint all over itself. It's dragging through here. It stood here for a moment to harass me, doing its thing, and then it dragged or waltzed away. And he's a painter. It's like, I don't know, it's so strange. It's like maybe our main character is haunting his own self, and he doesn't realize it. One moment here, I just have to I have my cell phone right next to me, and I forgot to turn it off. It's beeping with notifications here. Okay. Yeah, see, it's so cool. So, like, I have more questions now that need answers than my original walkthrough of this game. How do I use this thing again? Let's try that one more time. Oh, duh. We have to put that on first. There we go. Remember this? Remember this, folks? You remember. The room starts melting away. Yeah. And the music is playing very slowly, garbled.
I needed a jar and a plastic tubing. I siphoned gas before. I knew how it was done. I stuck the tube in a vein and sucked on it until blood filled my mouth. then put the tube in the jar and it just kept coming. A taste of copper haunted me the entire night. Why didn't I think of a syringe?
Yeah. So, it's just amazing. The second walkthrough, I feel like I collectively understand the story a bit better. Oh, like, why is he doing that, right? He's trying to be a surgeon on his own. He's trying to work on his wife or help his wife out, but he's doing things. He's not a professional. He's doing things on his own. He's trying to figure out how to make her better again. But he's doing stuff to his own body. Like, he took a piece of his own skin off, I guess, to remap her face. And he's taken his own blood, I think, to give it to her while he's maybe operating on her. Oh, I think I have to do this in reverse to get the room back in order again, if I remember that correctly. Yep. Is it going to go back? No, I maybe have to do it more. What is this thing? Oh, yeah. Strange little lever there. Kind of forgot about that. How to operate these old-fashioned gizmos. Yeah. It's going back to normal. This allows us to get out of the room again. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so yeah, a little bit of a personal note I guess I could share with my audience here. To finish it, paint will change again, slowly evolving. Anyway, yeah, a bit of a personal note. So I actually have a relative who suffered with schizophrenia for the majority of his life, ever since he turned 19 years old. It was my eldest uncle, actually. Come from a very large Irish family. My father had 6 siblings, mostly all boys, men. And the eldest, you know, he was hit with a pretty bad case of schizophrenia when he was 19, because his own father passed away at the age of 40. Essentially, my father's father passed away at the age of 40, pretty young. Workaholic, died of organ failure due to work. He's just work all the time. He had 7 kids to take care of and a wife. Like, you know, back in those days, it was only the men that worked, right? So basically worked himself to death, even against doctor's orders. Form emerges. Yep. And yeah, so my eldest uncle, for the remainder of his life until he was in his late 60s, I believe, or mid 60s, late 60s, he struggled with schizophrenia, and it was pretty bad. He thought everything was a conspiracy in life. He had a lot of delusions. A lot of delusions about his reality. And he was sort of stuck in his own mind space too often than, you know, we would like. He thought his own mother was like a secret spy from the government, you know, out to get him. All sorts of things. The funny thing about my uncle, though, is that he was like a genius. He was super smart. He was like an inventor. Especially in his younger days before he got worse and worse. But he's a very, very smart fellow. But schizophrenia, it's terrible. It's very hard. And he ended up passing away from the disease later in life. So, oh gosh. So I guess in some ways I can sympathize, you know, with that mental disease and, you know, the feature focus of this game here. Yeah, this is the room that changes. All of a sudden doors start popping out everywhere. Writer's or painter's block. So funny, huh? Look at this. Everything keeps changing. Pan the camera around. It's like, hey, where all the doors go? Whoop. Now we got a hallway. I make it a lot creepier and scarier in my first playthrough of this game. Oh, look at that hanging doll. Yeah, because I don't skip parts. I'm creeping around this house like you wouldn't believe, taking it everything by cautionary in my original walkthrough. But this one, I'm just I'm speeding through it. I'm just buzzing through it real quick, as quick as I can anyway. But sometimes I talk too much, right? So it slows that down a bit. I like to talk a lot. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh. Something. I do forget certain things, right? Certain jump scares. They kind of get me again. Got me all over again. Stool. Yeah, lots of, a lot of words here. Huh. This, I don't think I remember. I wandered into this room. Paint room, and we've got a... do I remember this? I don't think I do. I'm not sure if I remember walking into this room before in my original playthrough. Not sure. Okay. Oh, that just opened up. That was not there before. I was walking down here, and it was just a wall there. Now it's a corridor. That's what I love about this game. They did such an amazing job. I've never seen that before in any game. I know I've said this before. You know, my original walkthrough of this vanilla version, but it always gets me. You know, I've never seen that before in a video game, at least not to that extent. There's a game that I covered here, one of the Backrooms games, and they did a little bit of something like that, but it was very brief. It was like a couple areas, you know, in the back rooms, and it changes when you walk through it a second time type of thing. But this game just does it everywhere at a certain point. Once you walk through that magic mirror, that's when the strange stuff happens. Strange things happen. This telephone thing was just kind of annoying the first time I walked through. Yeah, it had me. The house had made me walk around this a few times over just to get things going again. Strange, huh? It's like backwards time, forwards time, backwards time, forwards time. Whenever you walk through here, it's like you're going into a different time dimension. When you go upstairs, the phone comes back upstairs. When you're downstairs, the phone drops and smashes on the floor. Isn't that funny? If you walk clockwise around here, time goes backwards. If you walk counterclockwise around this area, time goes forwards. It's so strange. Oh, see that? Oh my.
Yes, speak.
But I had a bit of a challenging time getting the story to keep going because this telephone thing is weird. I'm trying to get through it. Oh, that might be the trigger, having to read this thing. Go ahead. You guys can read that. Fix your life. Yeah, I know I could just, you know, plow on through that and make you guys pause the YouTube video, but save you that inconvenience. Just take a few moments out so you can read that. Restless memories. See, yeah, restless memories. It's like, you know, he's struggling with memories of old schizophrenia, right? So I do have a. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I do have a bit of a different theory about this game now. It might not be... It's probably not... It may not be that he's actually a dead person, you know, purgatory in his house, reliving the same old memories. He might be an actual living person still, just struggling with schizophrenia. Upside down door. Red thoughts. Bloody thoughts. Let's go back through here. I kind of wish that the F button worked for flashlight. It doesn't work. I don't know, maybe if any of you play this game and try it out, does your F button work on your keyboard? Okay, how do I do this again? How do I, turn on the light? Oh yeah, turn on the light switch and then everything goes back to normal. Just simply turn on the lights. Yeah. Oh man. I remember this. Oh, it's so scary. There's a shadow person there, outside the window. You can kind of see it. Who is that? Someone like crying, wailing out there? Yeah, it's a good time to do this video, and I actually had missed this game some years ago. Didn't even know it existed. Found it on Steam Games, and yeah, pretty cool. I was very surprised. This Layers of Fear. They did just come out with Layers of Fear 2. It just came out, like, I think last month. So I'd love to play that game and cover it. I'm debating to cover it almost right away. You know, to do a walkthrough on that one. A narrative walkthrough on that one. But I don't know. I have a plethora of these other games that I really love to get through as well for y'all. So I'm not sure in what order I want to continue with my video making here. And then I've got, after this one, is called, it's kind of a do-over. There's another one called Ancestry. Like, I think it might have been a DLC that I purchased for this game as an extra, but I forgot about it. I was gonna read that one. Momentary lapse of reason. No more outbursts. No more rambling. I've gone completely insane. Yeah, we'll see. This painted one, I'll do it I'll complete this walkthrough quickly, and then maybe I'll try the Inheritance one. I think the Inheritance playthrough of this game will be more interesting because he actually plays a different character, so I'm pretty sure everything will be different. Like, I think it's an actual DLC. And you play as the daughter, his daughter. Her perspective. I'll do that one right after this one. After this playthrough, I'll get to work on the next one. Inheritance. For those who are interested in the alternate story. Hey. Let's get out of here. Creepy doll bathroom. No. Yeah, so cool. Everything in this game that you interact with, it actually feels like you're pushing and pulling it. You have to drag your mouse. You know, it feels like you're physically doing stuff. I've mentioned that before. I'll mention it again. Just these things I've never experienced in other horror games before. Oh yeah, it's a lock up there. Oh, can't do much in there, that's for sure. See? I can see myself. That's why I'm doing away with that theory of mine that he's maybe a ghost and he had died in his house, reliving memories. I don't think he is. I think he's actually really here, but some things are a bit off in the way that he's seeing the reality around him because he's struggling with his illness. He's walking around his house, but he's not quite with it. He's not quite there. He's disoriented, you know, like dementia maybe or something. He's just, things are changing all around. He can't remember stuff. He's playing through all sorts of stuff in his own mind. I feel like he struggles with a lot of regret. You know, it's like regret. He's having trouble sitting with it. Regret about his failing career. Regret about his wife not really liking him very much because he's sort of a neglectful husband. And maybe I think he has some issues with his daughter too. There's not a lot understood about that yet. You know, even in the first playthrough, I don't know a lot about the daughter. It's like a mystery. We get little snippets of her, kind of, but it's like she's under the radar. You know, we don't really know very much about her, or even that they had a daughter. It's almost like a secret, like they're keeping it secret. Oh yeah, everything is eaten away in here. We got all the cloth here is being eaten away. And it just dawned on me now why that might be. Why everything, like, look at it, just deteriorating. It could be that it's the rats. This house has a bad rat infestation, and they love to eat cloth, like chew it right up, right? So maybe it's the thought of these rats invading his house and chewing everything up. Ooh. Clock fell apart. Every time I pound on it. Boom. Oh yeah, remember this, guys? Remember this? From the vanilla walkthrough. I love it. Ooh, surreal. Anti-gravity. I won't diddle-daddle here like I did in the first video. The first sequence of videos I'll just kind of go through. But it's so cool. You can actually push this stuff around. See that? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Push all that stuff around. My first playthrough, I was dancing in it. I was just dancing around it. I was having a blast. Yeah, once again, I've never seen that in any video game before. Locked. Got to go back downstairs again. It's making us go back down. Everything is gone. All the furniture's gone, everything.
I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw, boiled it, then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one, obviously. This was not something I'd done before. Finally, I mixed the dust with some white paint. It made for a lovely undercoat.
He's a bone. So, yeah, now I'm thinking, second playthrough, once again, I have more thoughts about this game. Now I'm thinking, so originally I thought that he was using certain things like bones to create paint, because back in those days, you had to actually, like, almost do alchemy, to get certain colors for painting. It's done differently. And that is what he's doing, essentially, with the bones and stuff there. But now I think I know why he was doing it more so. First of all, let's just say that I think he sawed off his own leg. That's why he's hobbling around. I think he actually sawed off his own leg. That's just my newfound epiphany right now. He sawed off his own leg and dusted it up ground it up into powder to make paint out of it. How messed up is that? But that's schizophrenia for you. They do some strange things that just don't make sense. And yeah, they will vandalize their own bodies at times, right? Yeah, terrible. So yeah, he's doing all this stuff, but we learned later in the first walkthrough that this is all painting for his wife. He paints his wife. So he's doing all this, including mutilating his own body, just to get the right types of paint ingredients to make hopefully the perfect painting for his wife, or of his wife. I would say to cure his wife. Yeah, this painting slowly, spoiler alert, this painting slowly starts to form into his wife. He's essentially painting his wife throughout this game, and he keeps doing this over and over and over and over and over again throughout his memories at the least. And he's painting his wife. She starts off as maimed, disfigured, just in terrible condition, and he's painting to improve her into beauty again. And you don't know that on your first playthrough. That's the thing. You don't get that on your first playthrough until maybe kind of the very end. Then it came to me. But now you walk through this game again, it's like right? And now you think more about it, like, oh, so that's why he was doing that. Oh, is this why he's doing it? Ignore her. That's what it says up there. Ignore her. Okay, I'll try to do that. Because last time I did not ignore her. I actually I took off backwards. I just left. I took off floating backwards. In my head, I had my eye on her, walking backwards, right back out that door again. But this time, I'm not so afraid. Oh yeah, this room, it's like her, obviously a child was here, the daughter. As you pan around this room, diagrams and things change around the room. Drunk. Because our main character had a problem with alcohol abuse. He's an alcoholic, drinks way too much. Selfish. Our main character, he's a selfish gentleman, and he has a lot of regret about that, I think. And his wife did not. Whoa! Yeah, I forgot about that. Doors are gone now. It's like, I'm wondering who's expressing that to him. At first I thought it was his wife expressing those negative trait words about his personality. But then it's in a kid's room, so I thought maybe it's the daughter. Is the daughter expressing it? Like the ghost of the daughter or the ghost of the wife expressing this, like shaming him? But now I'm not so sure, if he's struggling with schizophrenia, I'm thinking that maybe he is shaming himself. Those are his words behind the doors. He's expressing to his own self within his own mind. Like, these are his thoughts, I think. At first I thought there was some demonic presence in the home badgering him, but now I'm not so sure about it. The second walkthrough, you know, I think it's him. I think he is badgering his own self. He's giving himself a hard time. Rat. Get out of here, rat. Boom. Okay. Yeah, my previous walkthrough, I looked through every single drawer in the house, pretty much. Not this time. I'm just gonna skip all of them. I'm just gonna, nail the ones that, have something to read. You know, a letter or a note of some sort. And I'll get those ones, because I think you need those to kind of trigger the onwardness of the story. Like this.
Sweet Jesus!
Items.
Did you just buy half of the department store? Honey, you don't even know yet if it's gonna be a boy or a girl.
Yeah, boy or a girl. Well, it became a girl. That's the daughter. Memories of... He's got memories. Okay. Let y'all read that, or try to read it. So, now that I'm thinking about this again, through the second walkthrough, these notes, they're really hard to read. They're scribbly, scrawly. The wife is writing these to him. She's got an issue. There's something wrong with her motor skills, right? Like, she writes like a child. She's having a hard time. And there's not a lot said or told about the daughter in the first walkthrough. But it's like a bit of a secret, like, they almost don't want to talk about her. I think something happened to the daughter. Don't know what happened to her yet. We're walking through this game again a second time. It's unclear. I don't know what happened to the daughter. Something happened. And I think it seems like the wife blames him, our main character, for whatever might have happened to the daughter. And it's like they want to clear out her room. Maybe to try to forget about her, because, I don't know, I think something happened to the daughter, like maybe she might have died. I don't know. Look at this. Isn't that weird? This way, that way. Beating heart. Someone's using crayons on the wall. It's like, a child would do this type of stuff, right? The daughter. Some kind of guilt and regret with the daughter. And maybe we will see in that DLC installment that I'll be playing at some point called Inheritance. We play as the daughter. So that should be interesting. And that will definitely connect some of the mysteries. Oh, yeah, okay. Forgot about that one too. Whew. But we were attacked. Wow. Whoa. What? Chairs are all over the place like a dome. Whoa. Okay. Why do I feel like I've not seen that before my first playthrough? I don't know if I remember that. That's pretty sick. That is cool. I don't know if I remember that. Yeah, and that ghoulie who attacked me, I'm always presuming it's the wife. I think it's the wife. Always the wife. But not entirely sure. Like, what if it's the daughter? I don't know. I think it's probably the wife, but I just don't know. Talking behind our backs. Oh yeah, this room. We keep walking in the same room over and over and over again, and it changes every time. You guys remember this from the first playthrough? Trippy. And so cool. The crayons floating everywhere, and you just kind of like bump into them all. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not going to spend time here, though, once again. I'm just going to kind of run through this. But I was playing around in this room for a little while before. Just kind of keep going through these rooms. Oh, now it's locked. That's what we need. Creepy. Ugh. Creepy floating doll heads. Locked. Get me out of here. Yeah, sometimes I just want to get out of these rooms. Oh, why I have to... Playing this again, you know. Ugh. Do some of this all over again. Some moments are truly freaky. Boot. His eyes are bleeding. Okay. We like light. I. Oh man, yeah. Again. Oh my, I remember that. Oh. Nope. Turn around and I'm blocked out. Jeez. Oh yeah. Again. Still, the second time doing this still gets me, I tell you. Still kind of gets me. Because I forget already some things. I forget some of this. Poor baby. Oh man. Let's recover. Recover off that. Whew. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. That's the wrong room to go in, to be in. What the heck? Right. Let's leave. Again. Wow. Oh, it's melting.
I had the most beautiful dream last night. I dreamt he came to me, embraced me, loved me, as he once did. But we both know that while I dreamed my silly little dream, it was you he really lusted for.
Yeah. I think I mentioned this in my first walkthrough, but I feel like the wife is actually speaking about the daughter. Like she's a bit envious or jealous that the father is paying so much attention to the daughter. And kind of neglecting the wife. something happened to the daughter, and he regrets it. What? And, like, what is that? You know, even the second walkthrough here. Monster? Like, what is that? There is something else going on. Besides the ghouly wife or whatever. There's something else in the house, like a demon or a monster, I think. Yes, give up like always. Maybe it's supposed to be him, like that part of him, the darker part of him, the monstrous kind of side that's harassing him throughout the house sometimes. Could be. Just a hypothetical thought. Oh yeah, okay, the daughter's room. We were actually stuck in here for a little while, I remember. It's hard to exit. Took us a while. Prepare. Jack in the box. Hello? Jack in the box? Come on. Can't. I give up. It's creepy because a lot of these paintings of the house, the eyes always seem to be looking at you whenever you look at the paintings. Oh, okay, there you go, Jack in the Box. It's waiting for you. Creepy, floating toys. And someone's banging again. Oh. The window keeps banging. Like, look at this. That's the mother in the wheelchair. And look at this guy. There's like a shadow figure, like a monster. Hush, little baby, the night is stark. You know, playing through this again. It's dark. It's like you think a little more about the story. Some parts you've seen before sort of make a little more sense the second time you play through. She's nowhere to be seen. Yeah. That's so cool. So, like, those eyeballs. So those pictures, you know, you see her color crayons pictures. You know, mom, nice picture. Mom, dad, her, nothing, you know, wrong with the picture. Everything looking happy. Next picture, problems. Mom's in a wheelchair, blood all over her face. Dad has blood on him. And you know why? He has, Dad being our main character, he has blood on him, not because of an accident like the mom, but because he's self-mutilating himself. He's cutting skin off of him. He's cutting his leg off. You know, doing weird stuff, right? And poor girl, you know, is witnessing and observing all this. Her parents basically kind of going insane. But here's the weird part. Who's that shadow figure? You know? Mom and dad, yeah, they got issues. But there's a shadow figure in a couple of these pictures too. And the shadow figure is looking pretty scary. Like, what's up with that? Is the shadow figure dad? Or a part of dad in some way? Or is it a completely different anomaly? Some kind of a demonic presence in the house?
This was a special brush. Like a horsehair brush, but different. At that point, I hesitated. Will this really work? Fuck it. I was already halfway through, and besides, it's not like I can just put it all back and forget the whole thing.
So he took a piece of his daughter's hair, and from my understanding, he's using it as a part of his painting brush. I'd have to ask why. Ugh. The heck? Yeah, definitely. This second playthrough is making me think more about the nuances of the story. It's worth it. It's worth the second playthrough, even if it's pretty much the same exactly. So far, everything is the same. It's still worth it. I feel like I'm learning more about the story still. Oh, gross. Ugh, it's coming about. Yeah. Okay, gone. This add-on's called Finish It. It's like, but I don't know. Are we finishing it, though? We're doing it all over again. In exactly the same way, I think. I'm sort of learning the story all over again in a slightly different way. Like a more accurate way. And in a way I never would have followed on the first walkthrough. It's like you're given pieces and parts of information, and you kind of learn only when you learn it. You learn it only when you experience it in the game. But after the game ends and you do it again, it's like, yeah. It's like you know some things already, and now you see it again in the game, and you have a different thought on it. You have different perspectives on it, on the matter. You know what's so cool about this? I just realized it's kind of like an actual schizophrenic person replaying your memories over and over and over and over and over again. And every time you replay it, it's like you're looking for something else. You're looking for new things, new somethings, new understandings. The ruminating mind. And the developers are literally putting the player through that. That just came to me now. That's so cool. Huh. Like I'm actually feeling like maybe a schizophrenic person right now, you know? But how haunting would that be? You know, to be trapped in your own mind like this, replaying this game or this memory over and over and over and over again. Oh, I can't imagine that. You know, twice is probably good enough for me. This is going to be my second and final playthrough of this game, I would say. Regardless if we get an alternate ending or not, or if anything actually changes in this game or not. I don't know, but this will be my last playthrough. I will, of course, try out that DLC edition, if it is a DLC, called Inheritance, because that actually looks like it's a different kind of game. An extended version of the game. Okay, let's go through there again. Can you get this light back on? Oh, someone shut that light off on me. Easy to forget, drunk. Delirious. He is delirious. Restless memories. I can't help it. Sometimes I'm trying not to slow down, but sometimes I get trapped up in the moment of this game again. I just want to look at stuff again. So I'm trying not to do that, guys. I'm trying just to beeline through it best I can here, because I want to chop this video time in half in comparison to the vanilla version walkthrough. I believe it was I played for like about 6 hours. Spliced off those videos in 6 parts. This one I'm hoping to do in 1 or 2 part playthrough. If I'm real lucky. 3 at the most. Who is that? Yeah, it's the wife. Yeah, it's definitely the wife. I'm not going to say it's the daughter at all. That is definitely the wife. She's the one that was mutilated. That is definitely a mutilated face. It's a bandaged face. She's looking like a mummy. That's definitely the wife. She's a ghoul. She might not actually be there. It might not actually be a real, true ghost, but his memory of her haunting him. So it's like a ghosty apparition memory. And for some reason, she keeps kind of like, I don't know, harassing him or attacking him or trying to attack him. But I can tell you one thing, guys. That is not the shadow person figure that we're sort of getting a bit of a taste of in this game. She is not that. She's not the shadow person. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but the shadow identity, like a demonic something in the peripherals of the storyline. Okay, how can we get out of here? Oh, yeah. Key. I forgot about that. I actually forgot. Okay. Follow the rat. Hey. Got a falling ceiling. The rat has shown me the way once again. It's narrow passages. Definitely getting a sensation of deja vu in this game. Things are falling around. Oh yeah, this puzzle bit here. Cat, dog, rat. How do we do this again? Okay, yeah, so we decided it was rats, because rats are infesting the house. They're always a problem. And then we just follow the lines to get a 3-digit code here, starting with the first line. Boom. So we got 6. Oh yeah, that was a little bit confusing. We got 6, we got 8. We got 7. 6, 8, 7. Six, 8, 7 to get out of here. Again. 6, 8. Oh. Oh. Did I screw that up? I thought it was 6, 8, 7. 6, 8, 7. That's odd. It was 6, 8, 7. I swear it. On the first playthrough. And I was so happy about that. Remember? I was like, oh my god, I actually solved in the first try. And I knew it was rat. 6, 8, 7. Now it's not letting me. Seven, 8, 6. Let's just try it backwards. No. Wow. That's bonkers to me. I don't get it. I swear to you guys, before it was that we did. We did a rat. Yeah, okay. Is there gonna be something different about this? Let's try a different one. Let's just try dog then. 2, 5, 2, 5, 9. Let's try that. Two, 5. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. So, for sure, in the first vanilla walkthrough, we did rat. And the lock was different. Now we did dog. A different combination. That is a significant change. It's a small change, but that's significant because we haven't actually had a true change yet in the second walkthrough for the Finish It edition. I wonder if that is going to play out in some way. Because this part seems the same. Did rat before, now we did dog, but this seems the same. The bright light, the corridor like that, we've seen that before. Strange. Oh yeah. Open sesame. And that happens again, yeah. Last time I walked it all the way backwards. This time I'm just going to go forwards. Just going to carry on. Ah, lovely music. Always lovely. Melodic to my ears. Silly. Why? Silly stuff, man. Oh gosh. Hey, at least for the second playthrough, I pan my camera around a little differently sometimes, so in case anything was actually missed the first time around, maybe you can see something. I don't know. Just looking for reasons here. Reasons for doing this walkthrough once again. That's chained up. Got a door here. Okay, let's go through here. Oh, okay. Canvas, poison paint. Massive. Oh yeah, look at this. Poison to paint? Yeah, fire. Final solution. Oh, because at some point in this game, we get into a room with the paintings knocked down, and at the backside of the paintings, there are rats painted on the backside of the painting, which is really strange. And then the whole place goes up in a blaze of flame. Poison rats painting. It's like, yeah, like there's paranoia with this fellow. The rats, he's like paranoid of rats. It's a part of the condition. Yeah, that's the wheelchair that the wife normally sits in. Because she's becomes more immobile, I guess, during their time together. Someone shoving her chair at him. It's like the wife is angry, you know, and kind of doing stuff to him. rat goes is deteriorating. Don't look back. I'm not gonna look back. Last time I did look back. This time I'm not gonna look back. Oh, look at that. Instinct of self-preservation. I got a Steam reward. It's different, because last time I looked back and I was attacked by the wife. Of course you can't die in this game. I don't think so. So I never died or anything like that, but this time I didn't look back and I got a reward. That's so funny. A little pain goes a long way. Okay, let's crank this thing. Yeah. Remember that? Ugh. It's like we're torching someone back there. I hate that. It's like, who is that? Who is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be him? A memory of himself, torturing himself, or somebody else he's torturing? You know? And who is the shadow man? The shadow person? Still don't know about that. This shadow demon guy. So many unanswered questions. But more answers are becoming apparent, I would say, through this second walkthrough. At least a few more. Wait. Every time I hear something beside me, I look, and then when I look, then I hear something else somewhere else. I have to look at that. Whoa. What's that noise? Whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, I remember this. Haunting. Did you see that? Barely see that. There was like a shadow walking across the floor. You could barely see it. It's like right in the room and then disappears. And you can only see it when the lights are on. Oh, I just short-circuited the light. I didn't do that before. Small details. You turn it back off, you actually short-circuit it. Oh god, it's so dark. So the developers hoped that the player would walk through this game again a second time, and it's mostly the same. There's got to be a reason why they want to do that. And for now, so far, I think it's because they wanted us to relive a sort of schizophrenic state of mind as a person who struggles with the illness would. Replaying, like literally replaying the same memories over again, but sort of trying to find something else about himself or about whatever he's trying to think about, or his shame or his guilt, ruminating about things all over again in a by a slightly different perspective. I know I've said this before, but I just want to say it again. Oh, wow. And I'm just wondering, by the end of this playthrough again, will there be an alternate ending, at the very least? I'm going to say yes. Because it says, finish it. As in, like, finish the painting. Get it right, you know? We're just gonna have to play through the whole thing, though, I would say. In just the same way, probably, to get to that alternate ending. Oh. Oh, yeah. The upside down is up there, I forgot about that. Okay.
Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The horde ran down. Hickory dickory dock.
He's got a menacing laugh. Oh gosh. Hickory dickory dock. You know that shadow figure, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be him, like the dark side of him, and that's what the daughter saw in him, and it came out in her art, in her version of art. Maybe she's, got a little afraid of Daddy. Maybe Daddy started out as nice and, attentive, but then got weirder and weirder, over time due to schizophrenia and started acting pretty strange. And then, of course, the accident that happened to his wife made him even stranger, because that's a trauma, And he just got weirder and weirder, and the daughter's picking that up, and obviously that probably, created a stressor on the little girl.
Even though you are my rival and the source of all my sorrows,
Rival.
you're also the only one I can still talk to. The only one who will listen. I'm not sure if it's funny or merely pathetic. Probably both.
Yeah. Yes, I missed that the first time around. That understanding, the wife. She truly doesn't like him. She considers him as like an enemy, but she still loves him, I think. Things are difficult. And she hates herself for that part of her that still, loves him and maybe appreciates certain facets of him. Oh yeah, remember that? The door squeaks open. And then, boom! We see the wife in there. I don't know what she's doing. So in my first walkthrough, I got creeped right out, and I did not go in the room. I left. I went through that door, over there. This time though, I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna tippy toe in here. Oh, I just got slammed out. That's all. Oh God. Now she's standing. Oh, she doesn't look right. Jesus. I'm gonna go in again. Tiptoe, tiptoe. Please don't kill me. She attacked me, or something. So I didn't do that on my first playthrough. I actually ran away. I totally avoided her, but this time she got me. I wonder if this will change the gameplay result in any way. I'm gonna say no. It probably won't, but who knows? Yeah, the telephone room. We remember this. Secret book. Opens up. Yeah. Opens up this bookshelf unit.
Talk to me! Why won't you talk to me?
Talk to me. Yeah, we're looking for a code. That painting changes at some point. Yeah, we don't know the code yet. And I forgot the code for my first playthrough. Something triggers it. Let's look for it. Probably this. Gonna have a quick read again. Most of you have already read all these notes and letters before, just like me. But for those who, for some reason, are stepping in to this video, and are missing the vanilla version, which is the full game walkthrough. But if you just want to, if you're only interested in the extended sort of alternate ending mode, then you're doing all this for the first time, I suppose. Reading all this for the first time. And I'm even hoping that we are going to get an alternate ending. I don't even know for sure. Like, I actually don't even know. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. 363. So that thing triggered it. 3, 6, 3. you see these old rotary phones from way back in the day? You'd be surprised how many people don't know how to operate them. For real. I grew up in the day, so I know. But, like, you ask any kiddo these days, they have, they have no idea. Oh, you have to dial, then it goes back. Oh, they don't even know. They have no idea. It's hilarious. I always laugh. Yeah. Oh, that... What is that? That's a piece of wood punching out the side there, or a book. Oh, the rat just disappeared. Strange stuff happening. Okay.
You promise.
Let's get those numbers there. 853. 853. Oh. Oh, this is so weird. Again, 853. That's so strange. Like, everything changes immediately once I'm spinning around in circles there. It's like we were just in this room, and then we magically appeared in that other room again.
This solves nothing. It never has. It never will.
Okay. Now, we gotta fall down. Let's just fall down this way. Boom. In my first walkthrough, I was very hesitant to drop down there. Thought I would die or something. But then I ultimately noticed that that's the only possible way, I think, to progress the story, because I was stumped. I was like, where do I go? Look at all these books all over the place. Walk through all these books. Yeah, okay. Yeah, then it makes us do this again. We have to walk through there again. This time it's even more inviting. Remember the first time we went here, that door was shut, and it just stayed shut. You had to manually walk through. This time this opened up, and then that automatically opened up. So it's like the house is more welcoming. It's like, yes, come through here again. And now we drop down. Now it's like tricking us. Okay, push that again. It's kind of funny that the second time it makes us do it again, kind of. Things are different, but it's making us kind of do the same. It's like a quick memory, like a short burst memory that's a repeat, but slightly different.
This solves nothing.
Like doing it again.
It never has. It never will.
Little baby points at him. He's replaying it. It's like a short moment. He replays it again in his mind. A light drops. Bizarre. And then this happens. Then that opens up. This is what's different. Another code, 354. Okay, let's go back to the phone. 3, 5, and 4. And look at this. Strange, huh? The first time I walked this game, yeah, I was stumped. I was a bit stumped for a bit. It took me a moment to try to figure out that puzzle, but I did it. This time, just flying through it. Ooh, yeah. Boom. And, like, I didn't want to drop down there, because I'm afraid of heights in general, so I went backwards. Ah! Although I accidentally dropped that time. I didn't mean to do that. My first walkthrough, I didn't drop. I didn't accidentally fall like that. So we'll see. I might have to redo that. I'm not sure. We'll see.
You deserve this.
What?
All of it. All of it. All of it.
I deserve it. Ooh, gross. Yeah, okay. So that's that then. I dropped and it's still okay. Oh, locked. You deserve it. All of it. See how the color in the room changes? It's kind of just green now.
I needed something to add the, how should I put it, final touches. A finger. I needed a finger. Chopped it off, easier than sawing a leg. Washed it, dried it in an oven. Fell asleep, almost burned it. Will I manage to pull this off?
Well, you certainly pulled your finger off. How he keeps mutilating himself. So it really was his leg earlier that he sawed off. Now he chopped his finger off. Oh my. Painting room. Is she getting anywhere closer to pretty again? A little bit. Little bit. And this time we are hoping to make the painting work. Finish it this time in the correct way. Hopefully no more mistakes like the vanilla walkthrough. I guess it wasn't perfect enough. Something happened, like a demon entity, the wife, demon? I don't know, the wife was mocking and laughing at us because the painting just didn't work out. It looked great, but something was a little bit off and it failed. And we had learnt, spoiler alert, we had learnt that he keeps painting these paintings over and over and over and over again, at least in his mind, if not once upon a time in real life. Trying to get it right. We're running out of apples. We're running out of apples. Is that why there's so many apples in the house? Yeah. All these apples and fruits everywhere in the house. Ad nauseum, because he prized this memory of his wife always complaining about not having enough fruit in the house. So now in his memories, he has like fruits infesting the house just as bad as the rats are infesting the house. You guys can read that. Oh yeah, interesting. Reading that over again. So it's like he started out with a passion for her. He was all nice and great, and you know, and then the accident happened, and she basically not looking very good anymore. And then he changed, and he became an asshole. You know, he became hard to deal with, an asshole. You know, stubborn, depressed, started drinking a lot, probably not treating her very well anymore, neglecting her, and he noticed that. Or sorry, she noticed that he was putting a lot more time and focus into their daughter instead, and I think that made her kind of envious, perhaps jealous, and but still he's trying to make her look better. You know, he's trying to do surgeries, even getting weird with the surgeries to try to do whatever he can to make her beautiful again. But why is the question? You know, for what reason? Why is he trying so hard? Is it because he truly cares about her and loves her and wants to make her happy? Or is he doing it for himself? Out of vanity, he wants her to look better because it'll make him happier, right? It's a bit more narcissistic way of doing it and going about it, perhaps, but I don't know about this guy. He's maybe not such a great guy, right? Our main character here. Or maybe we're getting him all wrong. Maybe, you know, he's all right, and we're just kind of getting him all wrong. Like, I think that's supposed to be a picture of his wife, but she's looking like surgery went bad, and it's like she had a rat face. I don't know, that's weird. Ouch. My ears. Once again, my poor ears. Okay, last time I ran away from her, I just kept backing up. I went right out this door. I left the scene. This time, I'm gonna try to be a bit different. I'm gonna confront her and be brave. That's the wife. I'm gonna close this door. It won't. And I'm gonna confront her. I'm gonna stand here and confront her. What's gonna happen? Okay. I did things a little differently this time. Where am I? Oh! What the? That's a giant rat shadow. So, this second walkthrough of the extended edition, I am doing a few things right, or differently, deliberately. I'm always making sure that basically I confront the ghoulie wife and get attacked. And, like, I'm just hoping that might give us an alternate ending at some point. Not as afraid this time, at least. The first playthrough I was creeped out. Pretty afraid, actually. These games get to me. But this time I kind of know what to expect a little bit more, so I'm not as afraid. I'm a little braver. I can confront the ghoulie for the reasons of learning and exploration. And content building, just to make hopefully make a little bit of a different kind of video regarding the exact same game that I've already walked through before. Did that. Okay. Yeah, I did before I... Oh, man. Oh. Gosh. Okay. Let's skip through that. Musky, dusty stairwell. Oh, yeah, here we go. This creepy crank. Let's do this again. Yeah, and we see these paintings. Before I was expecting something foul to come up, like dead bodies or something, I don't know. But no, It was actually just a compilation of paintings. That's all. And whoever's groaning down there, I don't know. Now, I'm debating one thing. Before, I did not jump down there, because that's creepy. That is just freaky creepy. I did not jump down there. I would not dare to. I just went out that door instead. This time, since it's our second playthrough, I think I'm going to jump down there. There's something down there. I don't know what's down there. I can hear something. I'm going to do it. I might die. We'll see. Wish me luck. Here we go. What's going to happen? Ugh. What is this place? What the heck? Whoa. It's all that stuff. That tar-looking stuff. And we have... What is that? No, nothing. Ugh. Yeah, this is different. Okay. This is definitely different. I did not experience this portion on my first playthrough.
Is that her? Can she hear us? This is all fixable, right? No, you don't understand her face, her hands. She will be devastated.
Okay, so I've been here, this portion anyway. It's kind of the same thing, whether you drop down that creepy hole or you go through that door like you did the first time. It actually just both bring you back into this hallway, so it wasn't much of a change. Either option kind of brings you back to this. It just brings you back here. Can you even paint anymore? Right. Mm-hmm. So first playthrough of this game, there's a Ouija board in the middle of the room, and I didn't know what to do with it. It requires some kind of a lengthy code, and I didn't know what that was. So if you go over here to this drawer, piece of paper in there, and it gives you 6 digits, and we've seen those numbers before. The 363 was in a painting, and that was to dial into the phone number. And then the secondary number came later, also for the phone number. But then there's another 4-digit number that we need, and I have no idea where that is or where to find that in the game. And this is my second walkthrough now, and I haven't encountered it, and I don't know how to or where to. So yeah, if you go over here, you can see up above that there are these red smudges way up top, like square smudges. Those are all the digits you need, and I cannot get enough. Yeah, so if you fill out 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where we stop. There are 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no idea where to find those digits anywhere. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I just as lost as I was the first time. Those are locked. I mean, I suppose the best we can do is really pay attention from here on in for a 4-digit number somewhere. This is the best we can do. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find anything, because that first playthrough, I looked at everything, you know, with a fine tooth comb, did I? And I didn't find anything at all. No 4-digit numbers. Beautiful daughter, and I think she is. I know she is. because he has an obsession now. But his obsession has to do with his wife. So she's not the man that she remembers anymore. She doesn't like him much anymore. He's not really great. He's kind of an asshole, and but he's obsessed with paintings. It's a circle roundabout effect because he's doing all those paintings to make her better again. Perhaps in his own narcissistic sort of way, or not. It's hard to. We don't really quite know that yet. I mean, that's a matter of opinion, I suppose. But he's kind of doing it for her. He's not there. He's not where he needs to be, though. She's in her time of need right now. She's having a lot of hardship right now. He should be there now, but instead he's off trying to make her better with his paintings. And everyone's kind of feeling it in the family. But one thing the wife does notice is that he's giving the daughter attentiveness and attention still.
God, I am such an idiot. To think that someone like me could ever compete with you in all your sublime beauty. Everlasting, immortal.
Oh. Is she talking about the daughter? Envious jealousy. Immortal, though. Daughters are not immortal. So the wife could be talking about one of his paintings, because paintings, especially oil paintings, they almost last forever, She might be looking at a beautiful painting of herself, fixed up, and she's envious or jealous about the painting. She's like, oh, why can't I be like the painting, forever beautiful again? Could be. Just a thought.
I finally figured it out. And it's all thanks to you. You've showed me that there's no other way. Even now, your sad smile confirms what should have been obvious. We will not speak again.
These are all the artifacts belonging to the wife that we've seen in the game so far. Yeah, this one too. And that. They're all here. In this sort of cosmetics room. Yeah, I'm still looking for 4-digit numbers, so don't you think I forgot, because I didn't. I'm still looking for them. Should they turn up somewhere? What's this? Monstrous. She's using that word. Oh, jeez. I actually missed this letter on my first playthrough. I did not see it on the ground. That's something I missed. Interesting. It's a suicide letter. The wife, the mother, it's a suicide letter, and she's writing to her daughter. And she has a sort of like a... She comes across as a very envious and jealous woman in general. She doesn't like the husband, the dad. She's kind of sort of like pitting the daughter against the dad, kind of shaming him a bit. And she's showing some regret that she's not going to be around to see her daughter grow up into a beautiful woman, because she's going to kill herself. She's going to commit suicide. So maybe she did that. The wife committed suicide. And the daughter probably felt that and has got some issues because of all that, what's happening in the family. And him, the husband, the father, He keeps ruminating over this over and over again, these depressive thoughts and memories. Regret. He's stuck in purgatory, in his own mind, his own, perhaps schizophrenic mind. Ouch. That sucks. Nothing. Okay, we submerge ourselves into this bathtub. Wow, a lot of debris. Yes. That's her, the wife. Well, the wife said something in that letter, too. Like the monster, the dark monster, and she hopes that the daughter doesn't have what the father has, like a monstrous side. Kind of wonder what she meant about that. The monstrous side. Is that supposed to be symbolic of that shadow figure in some of those pictures? Again. He's having visions every time he puts himself under. That's like a baby, you know. The daughter, how old was she? Was she always like a baby? Kind of like, did she ever grow up into a toddler? Or she must have. Because how can someone draw some of those, you know, simple diagrams? Not a baby. She would have had to at least been a toddler at the very least. I'm wondering if she ever grew up though, like kind of the continued story of the daughter. We will know though if I end up playing the Inheritance extended version, the DLC, which I probably will. Well, I guess I would intend to because this is just great. So
Finally,
maybe we'll know.
Someone had to bear witness. I couldn't just look at my own work.
Yeah.
Art and the artist needed an audience, a critical eye on things. I knew what I had to do. I gouged it, scooped it up like ice cream, felt like a butcher, a monster, but at least there was to come something beautiful from all this filth.
Okay, so wait a second. There is a mirror here. Let me look in this mirror again. Do you guys see an eyeball? He has an eye. Oh, I feel so... How to think about this? So I'm under the impression that he's mutilating himself this whole time. Because he's a hobbler on the one leg. And his finger, he took a finger off, right? Do I see a finger missing? It's hard to see in this. I do see an eyeball, though. Whose eye did he take? See, I'm thinking he took his own eye, but what if he didn't? Look in here. He has an eye, right? Did he gouge out his eye with this knife? I wonder whose eye he took. It wouldn't have been his wife's eye. He has paint on his suit. I realize he's paint on him. Yeah, a little confusing.
What is taking so long? Open this fucking door! I need to go! Open up! Hell is... Oh, God. No. No, 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 no. What have you done? No!
Is that when she killed herself, when she committed suicide? In the bathroom right here? She probably went into the tub and slit her wrists or something and died here. The wife. Did he take his own eye out? That's the part I'm wondering about, because I see an eye here in the reflection, so... Whose eye did he take? It's a little confusing right now. that part. Yeah, we can do all this again quickly. Basically gotta find all the checker pieces everywhere to kind of keep the story moving. Oh yeah, there we go. Woo! There we are. Floaty, floaty. Boom. Probably something up here. Let's see. I kind of forget this, guys. Oh, there. Right in front of me. But it wasn't there before. Oh. Delirious. He truly is delirious, and now I also feel delirious. Giant rat. Okay. Yeah, I know that like sometimes when you go to this checkerboard, it triggers things. If not that, then you just have to look for checker pieces. Really. There's a checker piece. Let's go stand by the checkerboard again. Oh, that's changed. This has changed a bit here. Checker pieces are moving on the board. Okay, things are happening, things are happening. It's kind of weird whenever I go into this room, like right in an area over there, my camera starts spinning uncontrollably for a little while, then it stops. And I never knew if that was intended in the game design or not. Jeez. Or if it was just some kind of bug. So there's a guy here who's just like screaming all the time, sometimes throughout the game. There's always chains associated with him. Who's in that picture? Is this supposed to be my guy in that picture? Or someone else? Oh, yeah. All this stuff drops in. Checker piece. Let's walk towards this beating part. Okay, all right. So things are changing already. Things are changing everywhere. Hope you guys are keeping up second time around, because it's always disorienting me. Been through this once before, and it still makes my head spin. Gotta tell you. Check piece. Grief. Yuck. These paintings, you know, is this supposed to be me in those paintings? I don't know. Who are you even playing with? Who are you even playing with? Yeah. Like, schizophrenia, right? Who are you playing with? Is he playing with someone that he's not supposed to be, like, that's not even there? Wait, well, you know what? Something just dawned on me. That's a checker piece. Something that just dawned on me, which is kind of strange. What if, because he is kind of schizophrenic, what if he doesn't actually have a daughter? It's just a figment of his imagination, and the wife kind of knew it, and was always jealous. His daughter is, like, not actually real. It's just in his head. And he's, like, always nurturing her and playing with her. That would be weird. There's so many things you can, you know, theorize with this game. And we're not going to get the answers to these, I am pretty sure, with the second walkthrough. I think we really have to play that Inheritance extended version of the game to get to the bottom of it a bit more. I can't wait. That game will be different. You know, it'll be new stuff. Yeah. Done all this before. Changing. Things are always changing. Wherever we look. Woo! Hello. Okay. Let's get back out here. Paint is everywhere now. Oh yeah, this is where things start to get really claustrophobic. Wherever we start looking around, it's like everything moves in on the player character more and more. Everything's moving in. Someone's jamming it out. Jamming it out on the keyboard. Woo. One checker piece on the board, right in the middle. Ah, barely move around anymore. Going on? Oh, baby carriage. Isn't that strange, huh? Yeah. Never gets old. Yeah, I remember this, the first walkthrough. There's one more drawer, and it never opens. You actually don't ever utilize that drawer. There's no other part of a piece of something, like a body piece or whatever, you know. It's the one and only door that never gets opened in the game. Right to the end. Okay, let's do it up. Let's try to finish this painting. Finish it. Let's do it. Let's finish this painting. I hope for a different ending. We're getting there, guys.
Yes.
We're close now.
That's it. My love. I am so sorry. No. It's a lie. It's always been a lie. It won't bring them back. I see it now.
Oh.
I know what must be done.
Them back. This is... Oh. Whoa, what's going on here? Did I see the baby last time in the picture? I think it was just the wife. The baby was there in that picture. It bowed down just a little bit more and you saw the baby. Yeah, we've seen this before. His room of pictures. Oh. He's burning it now. He's burning all the pictures. That didn't happen before. He's burning it all. This time there's a baby in that picture. All the other ones don't have the baby. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. He threw himself in the fire. Achievement. I know what I want. That's what it's... I got an achievement, guys. Oh, it was... That's what I was hoping for. It was a different ending. That's amazing. That was worth it. I'd say that was worth the second walkthrough. Pretty much everything in the game is the same as the vanilla walkthrough. Pretty much almost everything's exactly the same. However, your perspective on the story is more fleshed out. Oddly, you think about things a little bit more the second time through. That's amazing. And the ending is different. He finished the painting. What can we take home with that? I feel like I need to give a different theory to the second walkthrough. I had a theory on the first one. I have a different theory on the second one. So he's not a ghost. He's not a ghost. He's a man who struggles with mental illness, schizophrenia. He's going around in his own mind with regret and shame, and he's trying to perfect his wife. And he ultimately sort of did that. So he made a painting. She's beautiful. The missing component in that painting was their daughter, the baby. That's the missing component. It's like he needed that part of it. Without the daughter, without the baby, the paintings didn't make sense. It's like he also found some sort of closure in that matter. I wonder about that. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know in the comments. Did he get some sort of closure out of that? Adding the child, the baby, to the painting. And he didn't have any need for all the paintings anymore. He burned them all up. In the first walkthrough, he didn't burn them up. He was just very frustrated. He's like, he's like, he had to try again. He had to get it right. This time he burnt it all. He didn't need them anymore. Yeah, but oddly he put himself in the fire. Was that intended? Did he mean to commit suicide? Burn himself with his wife and his child, so to speak? I'm not sure. Was it an accident? Did he just catch himself on fire? So I'm not entirely sure about that one. You guys can give me your thoughts on that. I might say that he intended to burn himself. He put himself in that fire. He wanted to basically commit suicide, and go with his wife and his daughter. I'm under the impression that the daughter might also be dead at this point. The wife certainly is. She committed suicide. She took her own life. The daughter, I'm not sure what happened to her. She might be dead. I don't know how she would have died. Or maybe she's survived. Maybe she's still alive, and just gone out of the picture, right? Who knows? So I've got this "Don't Look Back." That's funny. Anyway, really cool. Nice little kind of wrap up there. A little bit more story. That was cool. So the last sort of addition to this, it's called Layers of Fear Inheritance. You can see it there. You notice how up here the game we just complete, the edition we just completed, it's vanished. It's now disappeared. So I can't select that anymore. I can click on something, but it's empty. Oh, it's gone. It's literally gone. You can't actually replay that again. Unless you probably uninstall the whole game and reinstall it again, play the vanilla game all over again, then you'll gain access to that unlocked portion, painting it to get it done. That is crazy. It's just totally gone. But here's Inheritance down there. That's the one I'll be playing next. I'm gonna go for it. I'll play it on my next video here and add it too. So yeah, look for that one as well. Type it in, look on my channel. It'll be under the Layers of Fear category, and try to find that one upcoming. I'll get that one done this month. Okay, adios all. Adios.